the National Retail Federation say that we spend about $17 billion a year on Valentine's Day, which equates to about $16 billion for Mother's Day.
Right.
It's a little more. However, when you take a large proportion of that money that we spend on Valentine's Day goes toward our family and our aunties and particularly our mothers. And in fact, the amount of money we spend per gift on Valentine's Day for our significant other is around $126 per gift. For Mother's Day, it's $141.
Wow,
yeah.
good to be
so
mom.
We also spend more per gift on Mother's Day. Plus, she gets a gift on Mother's Day. She gets a gift on her birthday. She gets Valentine's Day gifts.
But she still had to carry us for 9 months. I'm sure that's still not enough payback. She needs
there will never be enough
enough payback for mom. And I mean that to my own mother as well. Are we seeing this because fewer people are actually coupled up, Quentin? And that's part of the reason why we may be giving more to mom?
Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. A lot, there are a lot of singletons on Valentine's Day. You might see the odd flash mob of singletons in your restaurant when you go with your significant other.
Singletons.
I know I used to do that when I was, living in London, get a group of people together and go to a restaurant,
right.
Singles. So there are more singles out there. Plus, another study that I quoted said that 45% of people actually spend money on themselves on Valentine's Day. So there is a lot of so it's not, it's not just on mothers, but it's also we like to spend. There's a little bit of narcissism there too.
Right.
We like to treat ourselves.
Well, to quote the late Whitney Houston, learning to love yourself, it's the greatest love, right?
It's the greatest love of all.
Right, exactly. But in all honesty, I mean, I think that's an interesting trend. People now at Christmas and the holidays, they use that as an excuse. It's me-tailing, M-E-tailing, right? We go out and buy gifts for ourselves. Now it appears it's trickling on down.
Yeah, even all the way to dogs and cats. People have a very some people have, don't want to use the word intimate, but a close relationship with their dogs and cats, and pets also get a fair whack of gifts on Valentine's Day. I spoke to one chap, a relationship expert, and he wrote a book about relationships, and he said his mother wants presents Easter, her birthday, Valentine's Day. I mean, there are no ends to the days that
aiming to be first in the will. That's my guess right there, right?
Absolutely.
So, Quentin, let me ask you this. If you are trying to decide between the appropriate gift to get your significant other versus your mom, there has to be some divides here, right? They can't be the same things.
I think, there's nothing says I almost forgot you like a bunch of flowers and a box of chocolates. So I think it's better to be, I think your mother will always appreciate flowers. I think your significant other might like the flowers, but I think you definitely have to be a little bit more thoughtful with your gifts. If anything that's free, like doing housework, giving your wife a day off, giving your husband, saying, go play golf for a day, I'll do this for you. But I definitely think there is a trend from the people I've spoken to, toward more original, thoughtful gifts for one's significant other.
And very quickly, are we spending more overall at Valentine's Day? Is this a holiday that's becoming more important to us?
Yeah, I think it is. Unfortunately, Father's Day, for example, is the really poor fathers. They get such a bad rap, but they're running third. I mean, they're 16 billion for Mother's Day and 11 billion we spend on Father's Day. So we tend to spend more each year, but definitely Valentine's Day and mothers are right up there, number one.